Good morning, Jim McKinnon here with Money Management Inc. Folks, we're going to start a series of these, and we're going to do our best to tell you about the coming economic earthquake and how you can avoid it. And, you can listen or not listen, do as you want to do, but it's not going to stop it from coming. It is coming, and there's some things you can do about it to get ready, but we're gonna take our time. We're gonna make these short because I know if I can get you to listen for 5 minutes, I'm doing pretty good. You're not gonna listen for 30 minutes or an hour. I know that. So that's the reason we're gonna do it in segments. So the first thing I want to tell you a little bit about, I had people ask me, they said, why do I need to listen to you? Why can't I just go on the internet and get the same information? Well, you probably can, but it'll take you hours. See, I subscribe to services that go through the internet and get all of these articles and bring them to me that I can read in minutes instead of hours. So I can save you literally hours in the information that I have. And it's not cheap to get that. Only people that are in my line of work that use it every day would, be willing to pay that kind of money because it saves us so much time. But I'm going to tell you about something you may have never heard of before, and I hadn't heard of it. It's called Fiat, F-I-A-T money. And what is fiat? Well, fiat is like a financial, it starts off with a financial reset. And what is a financial reset? Got a lot of questions, don't it? Financial reset is when you take the debt that you owe, say you personally or the United States of America, and you pay every penny you've got to pay that debt off, and whatever's left you write off. So if you owe 100 trillion and you only got 10 trillion, you pay the 10 trillion and you write off 90 trillion. You say, well, that don't sound too bad. Well, it does get bad. Central banks now are preparing for this reset by accumulating as much physical gold as possible. They know that he who holds the purchasing power has the power. Now, central banks, what's going to happen when this reset comes? First of all, central banks are going to be forced to print more and more money to service the existing debt. We don't have any money. We're flat broke. I saw something on the news today that they're now predicting that this war in Ukraine could last years. I thought it was going to be Russia was going to go in there and take them over in about a day or two. It's not the case. It could go on for years. The people have no money. How are they going to survive over the years? You and me. We're going to be footing it. So that's going to be a tremendous drain on our economy that we had not planned for. This pandemic with all of the COVID, that's been a plan that we didn't plan on that. It just happened. What do you have to do? You have to do the best you can do. I'm not criticizing Uncle Joe or anybody else. That's just the way it is. We got to do what we got to do. But we're fixing to get into a vicious cycle. When the government pays, we have to print more money because there's just no other answer. It's kind of like in Germany in 1919 to 1923, where people were rolling, truthfully, wheelbarrows full of money just to buy a loaf of bread. And that could happen in the United States. Warren Buffett, who's one of the wealthiest, smartest men in the whole world, Warren Buffett says the United States is already in hyperinflation, and you better get ready. Well, just recently in Iceland in 2008, their currency was reset at 80%. And what that means is that if you had $1 before, now it's worth 80 cents instead of the dollar. But you know what that did? The stock market went down 98%. 98. You had $100 in the market, now you had $2 because the market dries up. There's more people wanting to sell than there are people wanting to buy. If you want to sell something in the market, and I sell securities, I don't like this. I don't like telling you this, but it's the truth. If you got money in the market and you think you can get it out anytime you want to, it's like what started the Great Depression was people heard banks were failing, so they went to the banks to take all their money out, and guess what? Banks fail. Banks fail. Same thing could happen again. So there's some things that you can do to get ready for it. Again, I'm not going to go long on these because I know if I got you to listen this long, I'm doing pretty good. But you might want to tune in. We're going to do these Mondays through Thursday. What's today, Tim? Today is Wednesday. All right, so we got another one this week. Friday, Kim's not here, and I don't know how to work this camera. So hey, thank you for listening. In the meantime, if you want to get ahead of the game, you want to give me a call. I think you know my number, but just in case you don't, 601-990-2102. Hope you have a great day.